My New Teacher and Me by Al Yankovic. Illustrations by Wes Hardress. The first day of school. It was finally here. I wondered who'd be my new teacher this year. Then at 8:30 sharp, a tall stranger walked in. He stood by the chalkboard and stroked his long chin. He said, "I'm Mr. Booth, and I'm happy to say I'll be teaching you all about fractions today. Now open your textbook to page number 3. And that's when he stopped, and he stared right at me. He said, "You, young man, what's that filth on your shirt? You can't come in my classroom all covered in dirt." I said, "Hi, nice to meet you, sir. Billy's the name. See, a funny thing happened before the bus came. I was digging to China out in my backyard, and I almost was there when I hit something hard. Well, I dug, and I dug, and I dug a bit more, and discovered the skull of a real dinosaur. And I would have cleaned up, sir, but hey, I'm no fool. I just couldn't be late for the first day of school." For a second or two, Mr. Booth kind of froze. Then he walked up to me and he looked down his nose. "I don't tolerate nonsense, no, not 1 degree. And your story sounds highly unlikely to me." "Why, of course it's unlikely," I said. "Oh, by far. The awesomest things in the world often are. For instance, this friend of my third cousin Ned's got a farm where the dairy cows each have 2 heads. That's so highly unlikely. The tourists all stop just to take their own pictures at $3 a pop." "Completely ridiculous," sneered Mr. Booth. "Please stop wasting our time and just stick to the truth." "Well, the truth can seem crazy. Like that day in June when my grandfather famously walked on the moon. And he played ukulele while flying a kite. It was in all the papers. You've heard of it, right? You know what? My grandfather even implied someday he might take me along for a ride. The class started cheering, take us too!" Then Mr. Booth bristled and snapped, "That'll do! Pure poppycock! Class, please be quiet, be still! He is not going off to the moon, never will!" "That's all right," I told him. "The moon is okay, but I've been to much cooler places anyway. I just went on vacation with my dad and mom to an island somewhere between Norway and Guam, where the blueberry muffins grow right on the trees and you flip inside out every time that you sneeze. All the rabbits say moo and the poodles go neigh, and the traffic light colors are pink, blue, and gray. Oh, and every third Thursday, about 1:30, all the gravity stops. Wow, is that ever fun. There's a squid eating contest, and hey, if you win it, they let you be king for exactly 1 minute. Then everyone does what you tell them to do. Man, I sure hope we get to go back next year, too." Mr. Booth didn't care for that story one bit. He furrowed his brow and said, "Okay, that's it. Admit it that your stories are simply absurd. I just do not believe them. No, not one single word." Then I cleared my throat and said, "Well, sir, you know, just 'cause you don't believe doesn't mean it's not so. Just 'cause you can't imagine it, that doesn't mean that it simply can't be or won't ever be seen. I'll bet every great thinker and leader we've got could see all kinds of things other people could not. So then why get upset if someone like me tries to look at the world just a bit differently?" "Enough," Mr. Booth said. "No more of these stunts. You'll march straight to the principal's office at once." Something slipped from my book as I walked to the door. Mr. Booth picked it up, and his jaw hit the floor. It was me and a cow with not 1 head but 2. Oh, I said, I was planning to give that to you. It's a little good luck gift. I've got it for free. He stared at the photo, then looked back at me. I avoided the principal's office that day. In fact, old Mr. Booth put my gift on display. He steals a quick glance at it once in a while, and I'm not even kidding. I once saw him smile. We should get along fine, and it's perfectly clear that there's a lot we'll be teaching each other this year, like how all my stories are perfectly true. Except for, well, maybe a detail or two.